Alright, sixth grade, here are all the conversions that you're going to need to do today's assignment. I drew the big G and then wrote down all the conversions on the right side, so if you don't have those down or maybe you left your big G at school, you can copy these down right now. So these are going to be all the ones you will need. 1 gallon has 4 quarts in it, and that's the 4 Qs. They're kind of hard to see because they're red too, so I'm going to outline them in blue. So, and inside each Q, 1 quart will have 2 Ps, or 2 pints. And then inside each pint, 1 pint has 2 cups. So a gallon has 4 quarts, and then there are 8 pints within those 4 quarts. That's the 8 Ps. And then the gallon has 16 Cs, so 16 cups. If we look at 1 quart, we see 2 pints, or we can say 1 quart is 4 cups because there are 4 cups inside. And then, of course, 1 pint has 2 cups. So this list right here are all the conversions you're going to need to do today's assignment. We won't need the cup to ounces today. All right, so I'm going to come back to this page frequently. Let's do some conversions. If we start at 12 gallons and we want to go to quarts, we first look, are we going from a bigger to a smaller or a smaller to a bigger? And we're starting with gallons and going to quarts. So we're going bigger to smaller, and that always means multiply. So I'm just going to multiply the conversion from quarts to gallons. So I'm going to be looking at 12 times what? In quarts to gallons tells us we have 4 quarts in 1 gallon, this top one right here. So I'm going to go back, and that means I'm going to be saying 12 times 4. And so that is 48. So 12 gallons is the same as 48 quarts. Let me go ahead and erase this. Okay, so to do the next one, 5 quarts to gallons. This time we're going from quarts to gallons, and quarts is smaller than gallons, so that's smaller to bigger. And so I'm going to be taking 5 and I'm going to be dividing it by the conversion. And the conversion for quarts to gallons is 4 quarts in a gallon. So I'm going to put the 4 on the outside. It goes in there 1 time. And then I'm going to have 1 left over, and I'll write it as a fraction and say 1 1/4 of a gallon. And that makes sense because if we look at our big G, there are 4 Qs in it, which means that's 4 of the quarts that we just had, and then if we use 1 more, it's 1/4 of another gallon. Okay, so I didn't mean to draw the big red line there. Alright, so let me erase this problem. And I'll do the next one, 8 cups to quarts. So this time we're going from a small to a big, cups to quarts. So we look at the conversion for cups to quarts, and that is right here. There are 4 cups in every quart. So if we look at 8 cups, first of all, I can just look at my big G and see there's 1, 2, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cups, and we're looking for quarts, and there are 8 cups in 2 quarts. Or we could have said that 8 cups divided by 4, because it's smaller to bigger, and that means division, and that gives us 2 quarts. Okay, so looking at the next one, 12 cups to pints. So now we're going smaller to bigger still. Cups to pints, so we need to know the conversion for how many cups in a pint, and that's this last one, or you can just look at any of the P's. Each P has 2 C's in it, so 2 cups are in 1 pint. So going from a smaller to bigger means divide again. So 12 divided by 2 would give us 6 pints. Okay. Alright, now let's look at 3 pints to how many cups. So we're going bigger, this is smaller, which means we need to multiply, and again the conversion from pints to cups is 2 cups in a pint. So we're going to say 3 times 2, that would give us 6 cups. And again, if we look at 3 of our P's and count the C's inside, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So of course it's 6. Let's look at this next page. 3 pints to quarts. So this time we're going smaller to bigger. That means divide. So we're going to be taking 3 and dividing it by something. So how many pints are in a quart? 1 quart is 2 pints. So if we divide 3 by 2, it's not going to go in evenly. That means we're going to go in 1 time, and we would have 1 left over. So we'd have 1 1/2 quarts. And that makes sense because if you look at 3 pints, it would take up, here's 2 pints, and that takes up this whole quart, and then half of this quart would be the 3rd pint. Alright, so this time 2 quarts 1 pint to pints. So this time the first thing we need to do is we need to change this one. Oops, didn't mean to erase it. We need to change 2 quarts into pints, and then we'll add that 1 pint there. Well, we know that every quart has 2 pints, so quarts to pints is bigger to smaller, so multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. So that means 2 quarts has 4 pints in it, and then plus this extra pint means that's the same as 5 pints. Now 7 gallons, 3 quarts to just quarts, we first need to change the 7 gallons. So we do that by multiplying, because gallons to quarts is bigger to smaller again. And every gallon, every big G has 4 Q's in it, so 7 times 4 would be 28, and then we'd add on those extra 3 quarts to give us 31 quarts. And that's it. If you have any questions, send me an email or text me. I'll be happy to help you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.